Hello. And I'm going to be quite quiet, I imagine. Hello. Hi, gang. How is it going? Just going to double check that all of the stuff that I've set up to do things is doing things. You might be like, Liv, what kind of stuff is that? It's literally just like I got a little bit of like lo-fi that is allowed on streaming platforms, and I put it and I set it to play so that it feels very lo-fi and chill and stuff. That's literally it. That's the extent of what I've done. But that's fine, because this is literally supposed to be just a fun, chill time. I'm just gonna double check that you can hear me and everything's going fine. Can you hear the lo-fi with it? Oh, you can a bit. Okay, you can. There are some. I have way too many pictures of my face around. There's 3 right now. It's unnecessary, honestly. It's unnecessary. Tom Filters, thank you so much for dropping in some love. I said thank you in just a second ago in the chat, but I thought I'd say it again because it's very nice to see you here. Very nice to see you here. Bismuth, first time chatter. Bismuth, it's a spooky guy because it's a spooky little chill time we're having. You might say, Liv, how can a time be both spooky and chill? Spooky chill's a thing. Like, look, for me, Halloweeny, spooky horror vibes are just kind of weirdly comforting. Not like, when I say spooky, I don't mean like super duper gory. Those aren't the comfort vibes. Those are the vibes. But like, yeah, there are certain kinds of chill vibes that we love, and they are spooky. Before I get into actually talking about what we're here to talk about today, which is Shiver, which is an awesome RPG, but I'll get into that in a minute. Just fun little side story. For over lunch, I went out to get a prescription, as you do, and I want you to know the kind of person I am, because I don't think it properly comes across when I'm on these streams and whatnot. But so I was like, oh, okay, I got the prescription. I was like, okay, all good, all set. Let's get back ready with loads of time for the stream. Oh, it was such a good idea. And then I was like, but what if I got a gift for Chloe, my partner? What if I did that? And then I went and I got a little gift for my partner. And I was like, hee, lovely. It was like a potted plant thing, but like potted flowers. And like Chloe loves flowers. So I was like, okay, I'll go get some of that. And then with this like fairly big pot of flowers in tow, I was like, you know what would be nice? What if I got myself an ice cream? So I went around the corner because it's a really nice local ice cream place, and they make their own stuff. And oh, by the way, hello, Xena Gill. Hi, how's it going? Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for chatting. Thank you for hanging out. And Lithos number 12. Hi, everyone. I hope all are well. I'm well, despite the story I'm telling right now. I'm well. Thank you so much. I hope you're well too. I hope everyone's well. Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna go get myself an ice cream. So I got myself a little pot of ice cream, and I was like, oh my god, they do coffee here. I'm gonna get myself a little coffee. So I spilled it. I spilled a bit of it. This makes it just makes total sense. So then I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna but like place this plant in my bag so that it's poking out the top a little bit, but like it's there, and like that means I have my hands free to caramel on my ice cream and my coffee. And so then I was like scurrying along with this plant in my backpack, scurrying along the high street, but also had this tub of ice cream that was like melting so quickly, like way more quickly than I was expecting, just everywhere, just melting so bad. And then I was like and then I got to my car finally. It was dripping everywhere. I put my coffee on the roof, and then like I was like, okay, I put the stuff in the car, but the ice cream's still dripping. It's dripping so much. And so I like to get the drips off, I just kind of go I get the majority of it into my mouth. And then finally I'm like, okay, it's safe enough to go into the car, where I have some baby wipes and I'll sort myself out. And then so I was like, time to enjoy my melty ice cream in the comfort of my car. And so I was like, oh, and then this well-dressed businessman in a suit, so he just looked on point, and I'm there like he knocks on the window and I'm like, what does he want? What do you want from me? And then he was like, your coffee's on the roof. And I was like, my coffee's on the roof. Yeah, you're so right. Thank you. And then I got out, and then I was like, thank you so much. I would have driven off. Thank you. It was very kind, genuinely kind thing for him to do. But I just felt like a little goblin, a little chocolate goblin with chocolate running down my hands, chocolate and vanilla running down my hands, and my caffeine in tow. So that was a fun little starter to what is going to be the main part of the stream, which is talking about Shiver. Shiver, ooh, there it is an RPG that I've literally been meaning to talk about on the channel for so long, like way longer than I would have imagined. Like at my desk, oh excuse me, at my desk at work, like this has been sat in front of me for, gosh, months, like over 6 months for sure, like way too long. And I've been like, this is exactly for me. I can't wait to take a look at it. But now I have gotten into it because I went to UK Games Expo, which was a fun time, very fun time. Met lots of lovely people, including, and hopefully I can get the actual name of this person, but like the lead artist for Shiver. And the art in it is like super cool. I love it. Well, illustrated by Ben Alexander. I'm assuming it's Ben Alexander. If it is not Ben, you let me know. But there you go. Written by Charlie Menzies, Barney Menzies. Learn to speak, live, and Ben Alexander is the illustrator. Yeah, so I had a lovely chat with Ben. I really hope it's Ben. Really hope it is. I had a lovely chat because I was like, hi, I've been wanting to play this for ages. Can you like talk me through it? And basically what I was told is a bunch of exciting stuff, like how this book can be used to play any spooky / horror setting. Like anyone you can imagine, like Friday the 13th. Love that. That would be immediately what I would think, what I would go to, because it's just like my favorite horror franchise. But also you can play Scooby-Doo with this, and you can also play like Stranger Things. You can have a Stranger Things setting. Like it's built to facilitate literally any kind of like spooky setting possible. Alien, definitely another one that you can do. I'm just having a little flick through. There's I'll go through like the character class things and stuff, but they are like ones that specifically are like built for certain kind of franchises, but not directly built, but you know, kind of. And there's also a fun little like one-shot book that they brought out fairly recently, and it has, I'm gonna look it up because I need to do it justice. Shiver one-shot book. How am I going to be able to find it? Let's look on Parable Games, who, by the way, is who makes it. So accessories, bundles, stories, should be into stories maybe. I would say so. Terror of the Dark. I'm not seeing it on here, but they have like they have a one shot that you can use to like play The Thing, which is very exciting. Because that's I mean, like imagine playing an RPG version of that where only like the GM knows who is infected. That, I don't know how it works. I'm excited to see. I would love to get my hands on that, honestly. If you guys want to see us run one of these one shots, by the way, hit me up, because like, look, spooky month is always on the horizon, as both me and Maddie say, always on the horizon. Always be ready for spooky month. Spooky month is in our hearts all year round, but still. But yeah, it's like really cool. By the way, in case you weren't sure, this isn't a sponsored video at all. This is just me talking about something that I'm interested in, and I love a bit of horror. So I guess we can just kind of get into it. So let's read the introduction, which is just chapter 1, Welcome to Shiver. So I'm just gonna have a little read. Obviously, like, I'm not gonna read the whole thing out. If you're like, haha, free access to the book, it's not gonna be a thing. We're only here for like a little bit. So I would like highly recommend, if you wanted to take a look at if you wanted to take a look at the book, head on over to Parable Games, because it's up there. It's up there, and you can have a little look, and you can have a little and see if it's your thing. But if you want to see more of it, let's just chat about it now, shall we? So it says, welcome to Shiver, a role-playing game all about storytelling in worlds of horror, mystery, and suspense. Taking on the role of a classic character archetype, you can explore any story you wish, whether that be fleeing the clutches of a relentless killer as a group of hapless teenagers, which is what I would instantly go for, because I'm basic. Monster hunters exploring an ancient crypt, or scientists escaping an alien planet with hungry inhabitants. The choice is up to you. Stories in Shiver have always have a touch of the strange, something odd or unhealthy. Unearthly? Yeah. Aren't you glad I'm reading this to you? That is disrupting the world, pulling the players into its grasp and deeper into the unknown. There's a little hair on the mic that is distracting me. This first chapter will guide you through how to get started playing Shiver, including how to build a character and the basic rules of play. So have fun, try to survive, and most of all, good luck. Look, it sets the scene. I'm excited. Also, just like a little look at like the art that you got going on. It's really cool. I'm liking it. Like it's not abstract per se, but it's like, yeah, it's enough that you don't. It's like spooky, but not like. I mean, I guess that's a low bar for me. I do find a lot of things spooky. Music in particular, not just like any music, like spooky music in particular. I'm very easy to spook, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Little hit of coffee. Okay, so we got, what is Shiver? The aim of Shiver is to have fun with your friends as you explore and create compelling horror stories together. Shiver offers both a way to structure these stories and a method for friends to forge them together with characters of their own making. Hooplu Mama of Goblins. Hello to you too. Hi. How's it going? Hope you're well. Thank you so much for chatting for the first time. Appreciate you coming to hang out. Hello. Also, let me know if you can hear WhatsApp messages, because I'll try and stop that. I hope you cannot. I mentioned this in the tweet when we went live, but we are 2 followers. Oh, 1 follower! 1 follower away from 50 followers on Twitch, and what that means is that when we get to 50 followers, we should be able to become affiliate on Twitch, which is really exciting, and that will allow us to like get emotes and stuff made, and basically you can help support us if you want to, and you can get some fun emotes, and it's a thing. But let's get on with reading. Whether they are victorious and survive their adventures or perish in some dark or grisly fashion is up to them. In Shiver, each player creates their own character and teams up with other players to rally against the dark forces at work in the stories you choose to pursue. They can fight terrifying monsters, discover dark secrets, solve puzzles, and talk to other people in the world of the game. Players' characters don't have to be anything at all like the people who are playing them. This is like RPG 101. But like, I love that it comes at it with like the idea that this is the person's first RPG, and if this isn't your first RPG, then you can maybe skip this bit, you know? Le False Number says coffee or coffee. It's definitely coffee. It's so spooky. But yeah, I like that it like approaches it with like for everyone, which is very cool. It is often more of an enjoyable and rewarding experience for players to create characters entirely different to themselves. It's a lot of fun. I love being the opposite of myself. It's great. What is that? Don't tell me what that is. I'm scared. Play the dumb jock or the creepy janitor. The creepy janitor? Interesting. Sorry, I'm just imagining like everyone else is just like, whoa, gang, I can't wait to play the soccer. I love it. And then like you just have one person who's playing like, hello everyone. I'm just here cleaning the floors. Don't mind me. But it's out on the football pitch, so why why are they cleaning the floors, you know? Why are they doing that? Like with a mop and all. Bismuth says coffee's haunted. Oh my god, no. Betrayed by my best friend. Haunted coffee. Okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely haunted. You're so right, Bismuth. You're so right. You're absolutely right. Lean into the characters' roles and really have fun with it. The best way to think of Shiver is like playing out one of your favorite horror movies. Yes! The movie starts, the characters are introduced, bonds are formed, and a mystery or threat is presented. The characters rally together to solve the mystery or defeat the monster. But like in many films, not everyone will survive the night. Ooh! Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys. So, do you genuinely think, if you were in a horror film, do you think you would be like the final girl or like the last person to, would you make it at the end? That is my question. Now, with me, I feel like if there was like some kind of fluke or I got real lucky, then maybe, but most likely maybe not. Like, I'm not that fast of a runner. I'm very clumsy. I think I've watched enough horror films to be like, okay, don't go down the hall slowly and open up the closet because the killer's in there. But also, like it would be like the opening of Scream where Drew Barrymore is getting chased along the lawn, and you know what happens there, I assume, maybe. Horror equals caffeinated, not a horror, decaffeinated. So I don't know why I'm saying that so weirdly. I'm dead almost immediately. The false number, no. Why do you think that is? Is it like, what clumsiness? Or like, what is, because is it the same as me? Oh, look, it's Wheels. First time chatter. Oh, look, it's Wheels. Wow, cool stream. Thank you so much. Oh, look, it's Wheels. Can't help but agree. Also, you're completely unbiased and don't know, I don't know who you are. So thank you so much for the lovely comment. Bismuth says, I'd probably be the first one to get retired from breathing. No, Bismuth. What are we basing this on, though? Are you just like, no, I wouldn't do it? Like, give me your stats. Like, what's the deal? Who Blew Mama of Goblin says, if I don't have to run, then maybe I'm not the first to die. That's what I'm saying. Like, if there's running involved, like maybe, because like the thing is, maybe the adrenaline rush will kick in. You know, maybe it'll kick in. So that could be helpful. But like, you know, if it's just basic cardio, it's very much a Zombieland situation of like cardio. Just got to be up there, and I gotta get cardio in. I gotta do it. I hope everyone's having a good day. Wheels, I hope you're having a nice time. Doing whatever you're doing for the channel. That's what we do every day. Just plug it away for the channel. Where were we? The fragility of life being key to creating the tension felt when watching a character in peril in a horror film. But in this case, you're in their shoes. Yeah, so true. One player takes on the role of the director. Ooh, okay, so like that's the name of the game master in this. It's the director, who acts as the story's architect. Oh, okay, a lot of fun words being thrown around here. Working together with the players to explore the world. The director creates the stories for the characters, guiding them in their journey to overcome its challenges and dangers. I'm going to burp as they decide too much caffeinated coffee. Sorry, caffeinated coffee. Why is this difficult for me? The director creates the stories for the characters, guiding them in their journey to overcome its challenges and dangers as they decide which paths they wish to explore. The director also acts as a referee of sorts, making sure the rules of the game are adhered to, determining the results of characters' actions, and narrating whatever outcome may befall them. I'm getting so excited, honestly. I'm getting so excited. Liv, can we see the book? Yeah, you can absolutely. I have been showing it. It's Shiver. Here we go. I'm still on page 1. I'm still on like the opening bit. But yeah, also it has like this cool artwork going on. I was saying that it was the lead illustrator, I believe, I'm pretty sure that's who I was speaking to at UK Games Expo, and who took me through this game, and I'm hooked. The false number says, no, ordinarily I'd opt for flight over fight, but I don't think I'd be able to resist doing a jokey meme at the killer's expense. Sure. Hubris would get the better of me and the killer will have the last laugh. That's always, like, there is always, like, a class clown, in the classic, horror archetypes. So, like, I could, yeah, for sure. Like, just like, oh, silly old killer. Sorry, I was reading a message. But yeah, no, like I could definitely see that. Wheels wants to see the book consistently. Now, the way I have set this up makes it so it's not very easy for me to do that. I can try, but going forward, I will make sure that you can see the book, but I'll just keep showing it to you at different intervals. I'm sure it'll be fine. Angel B. Is Angel B flight? Yes, it is. Angel B. Hey, Angel B, how's it going? Shiver me timbers indeed. Couldn't agree more. Shiver me timbers. Hope you're doing well, Angel B. We're just discussing how far we get in a horror film. Wheels and Angel B. What do you think? Determining the results of the character's actions and narrating whatever the outcome may befall them. Will the players break into the old mansion, explore the cemetery and find a key, or discover a way in through the dark and creepy basement? I would love to not go in the dark and creepy basement, but if we must, we must. The director can improvise and react to what the players attempt, making Shiver a constantly shifting, flexible experience where each story and encounter can be exciting, terrifying, and unique. Ooh, I love a genuinely scary game now. I love it. I'd be the prologue victim. Angel B, you're the Drew Barrymore. If this is not Drew Barrymore who gets killed straight away in Scream, I'm gonna be a goof. Hang on, let me see. Scream, Drew Barrymore. Right? It is. It is, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah. She's playing someone called Casey Becker, who is the prequel victim. So, okay, Angel B, you're the Drew Barrymore. I see. Gotta be the iconic opener. You gotta be. Like, honestly, like, that's one of my favorite parts about Scream. Sorry, I get super into talking about horror stuff, but like the fact that Drew Barrymore was on all the promotional material, she was on all the posters, in all the trailers and stuff like that, and then nobody suspected that they were gonna just kill her off right at the start, and then everyone was like, oh, what? What, like that catches your attention. Scream, man. Scream is so good. Scream is so good. So it says the story is king. Also, can I ask, okay, I think I've gotten what this is, but I was confused. That I thought initially this was like a leg bone in a shoe, but I'm pretty sure it's like a fang in a hat. Leg bone in a shoe. Pretty sure it's fang in a hat. Oh, the false number says more like Drew Barry no more. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Also, shout out to Drew Barrymore. You're watching. Yeah, no, Drew Barrymore's so lovely. I put myself forward for the amateur log victim. What's an amateur log? What's that? What is that? Oh my god. I'm like here, like, is this a literary term that I do not know? Maybe. So it says, story is king. There's no winning or losing in Shiver, only the story, and how that goes is up to you. You may weave a thrilling, scary story with your friends. Sometimes you may all survive and defeat the evil that has been plaguing the town. Other times you may all be killed, and the story resolves in a much grimmer fashion. Even so, there are means for characters to be revived. Oh, okay. Or if a death occurs early on, a player may choose to create a new character to carry on with the story. You may not always get the ending you want, but if everyone enjoys the journey and a memorable experience is had, everyone wins, even if you end up disemboweled by a werewolf. Oh no. Oh no. Fang in a Hat sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. Yeah, it had a weird ring to it, right? Like, yeah, like, maybe it's because it sounds like Cat in a Hat. Yeah, probably. Okay, we're on a new page now. We've got here spooky offering to a deity of some sort. Spooky offering. It's got like a spooky eye, spooky cyclops eye, chalice of some sort, baby want up. We'll got all that going on. And then we'll get into these more, but these are the core skills, which I put in the well, it's not a thumbnail on here, but it, you know, it's around. The core skills, oh my god, which is the best way to hold this? There we go. You've got grit, wit, smarts, heart, luck, and strange. It just hit me that it's like rhyme, luck, strange. I like that a lot, but they're really lovely symbols. Oh, there they are. I haven't opened these yet. I was so excited, but like, yeah, we also got, so, Shiver, you don't use like, you can use normal dice, but it has the dice specifically for it, which is very cool. And I'm gonna open them for the first time. Oh my god, it's an unboxing video. Yes. Ooh. So, this is what the dice looks like. It's got like, bother me. It's got each one of these stats, these skills on the side of them, and they're very pretty. And the illustrator was saying to me that they were like, we want this to be like as simple as possible. We don't want anyone to have to do any math. No maths allowed. So like, yeah, so you're able to just roll these and you can immediately see how you do. And I think it's pretty neat. I just rolled it up, but I got a lot of luck there. A lot of luck. But yeah, maybe as we go along, we'll do some test rolls and stuff. But yeah, it's really cool. And then there's also, these I think are like bonus dice. There's more strange symbols on there. But also you've got these star symbols. Can I remember what the star symbols are about? Not really, no. But I think they just do something extra. They do something extra and cool, and we'll find out what they do. Zoom back into my face, not zoom. Focus back in on my face. Is it? Ooh, there's a little bit of. That doesn't matter. Bismuth says, I'd be the one who goes for a snack break and runs straight into the monster / inexplicably magic knife guy. Oh yeah, the Michael Myers Magic Mike. Yeah, the Magic Mike of it all. Yeah, for sure. No, you'd go for snacks, and then you'd be unable to like reach the top shelf to get the snacks, and you're like, oh no. I don't know how tall you are, Bismuth, but then all of a sudden like somebody reaches up and like grabs it for you and hands it to you, and you're like, oh my god, thank you. And then it's like, and it's the killer with the big knife. Oh no, he's the one who helped you get the snacks. This is how I would run this RPG. It's just goofy. Maths in a TTRPG, pretty sure that's illegal. I know, right? Illegal. Okay, so we've got playing the game. If you've never played a role-playing game before, you may be wondering what this is all about. To dispel some misconceptions and set you on the right track, here is a guide to the 3 stages of how most games of Shiver are played. Step 1. The director describes the environment. The director tells the players where the story is taking place, where the characters are, and what's around them. This presents a broad brush scope of what options present themselves, how many doors lead out of the room, who is in the room, what's on the table, etc. Step 2. The players describe how they wish to proceed. The players may act as a group or may choose to split off individually and take some different actions. Don't split away from the jinkies. Jinkies, no. Don't. Let's not split up, gang. No. One player speaking for the group might say, we take the path on the right, and that action applies to all of them, but each player can act individually. For example, one player could talk to somebody in the room while someone else investigates what lies behind a strange door, and another examines an ornate object on the table. The director listens to each player and decides how to resolve their actions, sometimes involving a dice roll. Sometimes. Step 3. The director narrates the result of the player's actions. Describing the results of the player's actions, the story moves forward in a direction that they choose, opening up new things for the players to explore. This provides more questions and paths for the players to investigate, helping to build the story through this natural cycle of choice and discovery. Yeah, makes sense. This happens in any scenario, whether the players are exploring a secret room, running away from a masked killer, is exciting, or pitted in a deadly duel with an eldritch beast. Oh, wasn't expecting that. The story moves forward and continues to grow. That all makes sense. Has everyone in the chat played an RPG before? Has anyone not? Like, I mean, so you might be thinking, like, Liv, we're watching Dicebreaker. Of course we played RPGs, but we tried to make Dicebreaker like a place for people who've never played anything and just want to learn, you know? So, like, you know, it makes sense. Or here's another question then. Who hasn't played an RPG other than like D&D or like really big RPGs, you know? That might be a more apt question. Not sure. So now we're on to the core skills. Shiver is built around 6 core skills. Each defines one of Shiver's archetypes and forms the fundamental attributes you base your character upon. These core skills also correlate to actions you may want to take within the story and how well your character will perform them. Okay, got it. Xena Girl says, I've never played a TTRPG. Xena Girl, really? Have you really not? I'm so shocked. I'm like, Xena Girl! Oh my God. Like, that's wild. Oh my goodness. Ooh, what? Okay, if that is the truth. Because I'm like, I might be being duped, I don't know. But what do you think you would like most like to play, Xena Girl? Like, if you could pick one right now. Angel Beat says, all I've played is D&D for now. Ooh, a threat. I love that. Yeah, same question for you, Angel Beat. Like, what is the next RPG you would like to play, do you think? Oh, Bismuth says, so far only Pathfinder. Oh, okay. Mixing it up a bit. Love that. I have played Pathfinder, like, a couple of times now, actually. And I would like to, like, have a little campaign of it, maybe, because, like, there's so many options. How long have you been playing, Bismuth, if you don't mind me asking? So we got one of the core skills is grit, lifting heavy objects, punching, running and climbing, anything requiring brute force or athleticism. Okay, so it's kind of, okay, if we correlate it to like D&D strength, you know? Hooblu Mama of Goblin says, I played one game of Quest, then D&D. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, gotcha. So like dabbled with a few things, love that. Okay. Xenagirl says, I would like to play the Alien RPG. I really want to play the Alien RPG. I haven't played it. And obviously, we're here. We're talking about spooky things. You know, it's right up our street. I know I've been on the channel for a little while now, but have we played the Alien RPG on the channel? I don't know if we have. Because look, as I keep saying, Spooky Month is on its way. It'll be here before you know it, gang. It's our Christmas. By our, I mean mine and Maddie's. And maybe we can give it a go, you know? It's like, you know what? This month, well, not this month, last month, June, that was Pride Month. And I didn't do anything gay because I wasn't there for the Yazebas stream, you know? So that means I got to double up on spooky and gay for Spooky Month. That's all I'm saying. Angel B says, hopefully Blaze in the Dark or Star Trek Adventure someday. I played a bit of Blaze in the Dark recently with Maddie and Wheels and a few other friends of ours, and it's really good. It's fun. It's like way looser and less stringent than like D&D. So like, I mean, I assume Angel B, you've like watched Let's Plays of Blaze in the Dark, whether it be on Dicebreaker or with Ox. They did a mini campaign of it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, actually playing it in action, like being able to do flashbacks, like, hey, I did this before, or like just being able to just be more loosey-goosey with things. It's fun. It's very fun. I do have the PDFs, just don't have the brain power to run them. Angel Beat, completely fair. Completely fair. I haven't had the brain power for a while. Now I'm on ADHD medication, and it helps. It does help. Yeah. That's why I'm like, what if I ran a Shiver campaign? You know, what if I did that? I have no time. But I could make time. This is my problem. I'm just like, what if I just did this thing and then made myself run down? What if I did that? Bismuth says, only around 3 years. Have a Cyberpunk Red campaign coming up soon as well. Oh, Bismuth, I love Cyberpunk Red. Ooh, okay. I've got a video, hopefully come up fairly soon. Hopefully in time for like the new DLC with the Cyberpunk video game, maybe. But discussing like some of the more finer details of like playing Cyberpunk, and like if you're interested in like maybe learning a bit more and like finding out some things that like aren't like surface level, like a bit deeper, keep an eye out for that video. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited. Angel Beat says, Dicebreaker did play the Alien RPG. But it was before your time. Yeah, I thought, yeah, because I never want to be like, oh my god, we haven't done that, because I haven't been here from the start. I don't know. Bithma says, spooky and gay, that's vampire. I need to play Vampire the Masquerade. Oh god, look, I was born to be one of the artsy ones that are really annoying. in Vampire the Masquerade. You know the ones. I was born to play them, and I can't wait. Okay, look, my dream for Spooky Month is we have a Shiver Let's Play, we have an Alien RPG Let's Play, we have a Vampire the Masquerade Let's Play. We have it all. It's gonna be great. Me and Maddie are gonna make it happen. Is Will still here? I'm gonna do it, Will, some customs. Yeah, Love Doc's Venture in the Dark. Good. It looked cool. The art for it looked super sick. Good old Toreador. Angel B, you got me. Thank you so much. Toreador, for sure. I love it. So gang, I really like RPGs. I really like I love Tabletop. In case you didn't know. I don't know. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's go. So we spoke about grit, which is basically lifting heavy objects and being fast and punching and things like that. Wit is a little key. Oh, I can show you the dice, and that should help. Okay. So grit. This is grit. Hello. And then this is wit. Wit. Okay. Picking locks, sneaking, and stealth. Ooh. Sleight of hand, throwing objects, firearm proficiency. Oh, this is a measure of mental and physical agility, usually used for actions of a more dexterous nature. It's the rogue one. It's rogue one. I think because like D&D was the first RPG I ever played, and the one I played for the longest. Every time I'm like thinking about an RPG, I'm like, oh, it's this to do with D&D. That is wrong, and I need to unlearn it, because it's like it's not. It belongs to everyone. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Now we have smarts, which is here. This is the smart symbol. Also, by the way, I've got a little candle on, like a little scented candle on over there. It's nice vibes, gang. Smarts, you can probably guess, but it says obtaining knowledge from your surroundings, improvising weapons and tools, using computers and tech, actions that require you to use your brain and deductive thought rather than physicality. Makes sense. We've also got heart, and heart I think is like my favorite design, like the symbol. Like, I love that it looks like a rose. I think it's really cute. I love that. Persuasion, deception, and performance. Any action that requires pure charisma. Whether that be to lie through your teeth, charm somebody to help you, or intimidate them to leave you alone. I desperately want to like play like a really like a Malibu Barbie like cheerleader girl in this setting, and just be like, hi, and then persuade using heart on everyone. I want that. So then we have luck, which is a 4-leaf clover. Yes. My mum's Irish, and I say I'm Irish, but Will's just like, Liv, you're not Irish, and I'm like, that's not up to you. So that's luck. It determines how naturally lucky you are. Adds random boosts to all actions. Random chance is always on your side. A gamble on all fronts can reap great rewards. I love that. Like, I think in a lot of like, specifically in D&D, going back to D&D, luck is a mechanic that people have just added themselves. Like, I see it all the time in like, if you've watched Dimension 20, Brennan Lee Mulligan uses luck a lot. If you've watched or listened to rather Dad Pod, they use luck in that a bunch, and it's kind of, it makes sense, you know. Like, sometimes there are things that are not down to you, they're down to just random chance, and yeah, it's actually inbuilt here, which is great. I love that. Finally, you have strange, which is this fun little eye thing. It says use of magic, psychic powers, and other unnatural abilities. It also determines how resistant to things that may cause others to run away in fear. Oh, okay. Dangerous but very powerful. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So now this section is all about like stat checks and like rolling the dice and stuff like that. So I'll show you a little bit of what we got going on here. The talent symbol, that's what that symbol is. It's talent. Oh geez, it's pure talent. Oh, there we go. Woo, everything's backwards. And then we've got all the dice together. I'm so good at this. And a spooky little hand with all the dice in. Yeah, spooky little hand. We love that. Also, I will say that if you're like, oh, it's this sounds really cool, but like I have to buy all these dice, you don't have to. You can use any dice for them. But also, Shiver has, on the Shiver website, there's a dice roll on there, so like they're not forcing you to like buy these dice. It's like it's free to use, and I really love that. I love that. So it says rolling the dice. I'll skip a little bit faster through this bit because it's like more mechanical, nitty-gritty stuff, I think. So Shiver uses 2 dice types, both with different symbols on each of their faces. The skill die is a 6-sided die. Each face has a different symbol on it, representing one of Shiver's core skills. And the talent die is an 8-sided die, but unlike the skill die, it only uses 2 different symbols. Talent symbols are represented by a 5-pointed star. See the bottom right, which we saw. Talent symbols count as any core skill symbol other than strange. Okay, contributing successes and any other effects as if they were specific core skill symbols. Okay, so it's like a wild card. Fun. On the talent dice, there's also strange symbols, which count as successes when rolling your strange pool. Okay. Some faces on the talent die have multiple of the same symbol on one face. In total, there are 2 double talent, 3 single talent, 2 strange, and 1 double strange. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Got some double stranges there. Got some double talents right there. Okay, fun. Let's see how you make a skill check. So, when characters want to make an action, the director may ask them, in fact, to make a skill check. The result of which will determine how successful the character is at the action they wish to take. Each skill check has a core skill associated with it, which will determine what dice must be rolled for their character. For example, a character's path is blocked by a heavy object and they want to lift it out of the way. The director must decide which core skill would be used for this. In this example, physical strength is required, so the director would select grit as the core skill for the check. Cool. Okay, but some objects are heavier than others, and so some skill checks are more challenging. To reflect this in the game, the director assigns each skill check a challenge rating, or CR. CRs range from 1 to 5. Okay, the difficulty spreads out as shown in the list below. So 1 is an easy challenge, 2 is medium, 3 is hard, 4 is very hard, and 5 is nearly impossible. Okay, so that's like a similar structure that I'm used to. Okay. The director determines a challenge rating based on the weight of the obstacle. In this example, the director decides it is CR2, a medium challenge. Generally, it's best to keep the challenge rating hidden from the players and to describe instead the obstacle their characters are facing. So, like, you wouldn't be like, there's a pallet in the way. This is like directly like Dead by Daylight. There's a pallet in the way, and to lift it up would be, it's gonna be difficult, but it's not the heaviest thing in the world. Like it's you could definitely do on your own. That kind of description. That to me says kind of like a medium challenge. Though I did use the word hard, so who knows. Enemies and characters are also all assigned a challenge rating, which determines how hard they are to attack or to be targeted by other abilities. The CR for enemies is included in their profile in the bestiary. Page 168. Ooh, okay. There's a lot to get through in this, so I'm gonna skip along to some really cool stuff. Let's see, because so this whole section is like talking about rolling the dice and how it all makes sense. Okay, so this is interesting. Ooh. So we have the lifeline. So this is how like a character's like health is measured. So the lifeline, bottom of the page, which I'll show you in a second, represents your character's physical and mental health. Oh, mental health. I love mental health. Wait, like positive. You know what I mean. This lifeline can be damaged when you come under attack over the course of your character's adventures in the story. Anything from stubbing your toe, wow, I love that, to losing an arm. Okay, all of it is represented on the lifeline. Be careful, as when it all runs out, you're knocking at death's door. Each character starts with 16 health points that can become wounded before dying. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna read wounds because that seems interesting. The damage taken by a character is expressed as a wound on their lifeline. Okay. Okay. These are represented by marking a health point with an X. On the lifeline, wounds are marked left to right, each wound representing 1 damage to your character. You can also use counters or tokens to mark your lifeline. Okay, cool. And it also mentions speed, so I believe that... I'm just going to read it. Let's just read it. The speed of a character or enemy determines both generally how fast they move, as well as their move distance. See, this is the thing, gang. This is what we were talking about. Speed, it's one of the first things they mention. Being fast. Oh, we're goofed, gang. We're so goofed. We're so goofed. Let's all just, like, go jogging. No, never mind. No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I said that to you. There are 3 speeds. These are shown below, along with how each of these speeds affects a character's maximum move distance in a given combat turn. Okay. This is also being converted into hexes/squares if you wish to play on a grid map. Oh, wait, where? Oh, right. Yeah, okay, it's just below it. So, okay, so here is the lifeline. Whoop, whoop. Oh my god. Get it together, Liv. Weakened, limping, trauma. What did? Just did. Okay. So why is there a dead section? Are you still doing stuff? I don't know, maybe. Depends on the story. I don't know. Okay. You've got armor. Ooh. You've got survivor mode and you've got nightmare mode. Ooh, fun. Okay. Okay, so it says here, modes of play. If all 16 of a character's health points are wounded, they are at risk of death. Okay. Shiver can be played in 2 different modes, which handle death and difficulty in different ways. Oh. So, survivor mode. In survivor mode, they allow characters to potentially avoid death. If all 16 of a character's health points are wounded, they are rendered unconscious and are at death's door. While at death's door, the only action a character may take is to roll their luck pool, when it is their character's turn to act. This represents an attempt to resist falling into death's clutches. A single success keeps them alive with 0 health points. A fail causes their character to perish. So it's just one go. Oh, okay, so that's why so for me, I would put so much into my luck pool. If it keeps you from dying and also just adds to your stats overall, it sounds good to me. A character at death's door can be stabilized by another character through the use of healing items, abilities, or a smarts check of CR2. So that is, yes, CR2. So that's a medium check, as we said before. When stabilized, the character regains 1 health point and is unconscious until the threat has passed or more healing / rest is administered. Okay, so in survivor mode, they give you a chance to come back. Boom, I'm back, baby, you know? So, here's nightmare mode. Nightmare mode is less forgiving. If all 16 of a character's health points are wounded, they die permanently. Okay, cool. The rules for Death's Door do not apply to nightmare mode. Fun, I love that. It's hard mode. Ooh, bother me. Ooh. Sorry. Additionally, each time a quarter of a character's health points are wounded, they suffer a negative effect. Ooh. These effects remain unless enough wounds are healed to restore the damaged quarter. I love that. These effects are as follows on the timeline. So it's what we saw just a minute ago. Weakened. Choose a core skill in which to temporarily reduce your character's core skill points by 1. Oh, that's rough. Limping. Your legs begin to give beneath you. Reduce your speed to slow. Oh, okay. Trauma. You take such a hit, you begin to lose motor skills. Oh my gosh. Choose one of the following. Either select a core skill in which you have a talent point and reduce it by 1, or choose an ability which you can no longer use while in the state. You could just not use it. Oh. Number 4, did. If all 16 of a character's health points are wounded, they die instantly. They are no more. They are an ex-player character. Ooh. Damning. Okay, yeah, let's talk about the character sheet. Let's talk about it, gang. Oh my goodness, it's already 5-3. Genuinely, this is going very quickly because I'm very intrigued. Very intrigued. HB, that is rough. You're so right. It's rough. Like, yeah, like it sounds like nightmare mode would be real fun and would like make you like the tension, I imagine, is so fun. But yeah, that is rough. I want to run this so bad. Okay, so we have the character sheet. I'll show you the character sheet. Oh, there it is. So, oh my goodness, come on, Liv. There we go. That's slightly better. My camera isn't like the best, but you know, it's fine, right? Mostly. You got character name. If we go closer, is that better? Yeah, there we go. Archetype, background, gender, age, player name. You got all your skill points you can put in there. You can do a little doodle. Or do a little doodle. You can put it there in the appearance. Speed. Ooh, it's a fun little illustration for speed. Ooh, okay, you have levels of fear. That's fun. Okay, we haven't seen that yet. Are you gonna do a zoom? This is so difficult to hold up. Okay, yeah. Right, anyway, so stable, afraid, and terrified. You got your lifeline, your luck bank, armor, and abilities, and weapons and flaws and stuff. Okay, I can get into that. Sure. Oh my goodness, it's a weird podcast. Hello, pal. How you doing? Highly recommend checking out the setting they put out, Shiver Gothic. Yes, if you were thinking of running it. Yes, the lead illustrator, I hope this is the right person I'm referring to, Ben, pretty sure, was talking to me about it, and I love the idea of it. It's like basically like a more classic Hollywood like era. Well, it's like gothic vampires, like mummies. It's like or am I making that up? Am I making up what I want it to be? Hang on. Let's look up the gothic setting. Thank you so much, Weird Podcast. Also, lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. So Shiver Gothic. Yeah, it gives me like major Vampire the Masquerade vibes, basically. Doobity doo. Okay. Yeah, so it says classic horror reimagined with the Shiver RPG. I'm looking at the Kickstarter, which has it's closed. It's closed. But yeah, you've got, okay, so on the front cover it has like werewolves, it has like a big Batman, not Batman, a big Batman. And also alongside this, there's another gothic story that's like set in the sewers, I believe. So basically, like, if one person can't make it for like the main gothic campaign, you just flip down to the sewers, see what's going on down there, and you run them alongside each other. It's very cool. Okay, so this says it's inspired by Dracula, Darkest Dungeon, Frankenstein, Demon Slayer, Nosferatu, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, love that. Penny Dreadful, Castlevania, big Castlevania vibes for sure. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Universal horror films. Okay, cool. And just the works of Edgar Allan Poe. Good stuff. Yes, okay, so you've got like the Construct, which is like a Frankenstein vibe, the Beast, the Mad Scientist. Yeah, classic Hollywood archetypes, basically. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm such a big fan of what Parable are putting together. Yes, I'm reading it, and I plan to use it in my current Curse of Strahd campaign. Such a good idea. Like, the influences are gonna like create a whole new level to like Strahd. That's really fun. I love that. Lovely to see you too. Hope all is well. A big fan of really long TTRPGs. Yeah, I mean, I bet. I mean, look, you wouldn't know anything about that, of course, you know. But yeah, no, this is the first time I've done it, and I'm really enjoying this because I'm like learning as well. So it's a nice way to figure some stuff out. So in Shiver they use doom clocks, yes, to determine how quickly bad things happen. But in Shiver Gothic it uses a doom calendar, which uses certain events happening. So love. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, as soon as I saw like a doom clock, I was like, interesting. Because like Blades in the Dark uses like a clock for like a lot of their mechanics, and I'm really liking it. I'm liking the use of the clock. It's new, it's fresh. I like it a lot. Okay, is there anything that we didn't initially understand on the character sheet that we should dip into a bit more? We got abilities. When building your character, you will acquire unique abilities to use in the game. This area is not for recording. This is for recording them for quick reference. Okay. You got flaws. Every character has a background. Oh, okay, which comes with a flaw. You can also gain more serious flaws when creating hybrid characters or when you survive a story. Oh, so you can move them onto like another campaign, I guess, and then just use them. Yeah, because they've been through some stuff. That makes sense. Note them down in the section for quick reference during play. Cool. Oh, wait, fear. Yes, that's something that I didn't know what it was. Fear and fear status. This area below the skills point tracker allows you to note your character's fear and keep a track of whether you are stable, afraid, or terrified. Always afraid and terrified. Oh, we're on the doom clock section. Here we go. Here we go. So here it, oh my god, get it together. It's gonna be, might be a little bit blurry, but this is basically, you get the gist, right? You get the gist of what we're trying to do here. Doom clock. It's the doom clock. Okie dokie. Yeah, let's read through this because this is very interesting. The doom clock. When a player rolls their dice pool, there is always a chance of failure. And in Shiver, failure can have dark consequences. Ooh. Anytime your character is engaging in moving the story forward, they have a chance to improve the situation for them and their allies. However, things won't always go to plan, and your failed actions might make things worse. This is what the doom clock represents. The doom clock resembles an analog clock that ticks towards the player's inevitable ill fortune at midnight. Oh no. Okay, I see. The doom clock can also be tracked on the third page of the character sheet. Very exciting. Okay. The mechanics of the doom clock ultimately rely upon the actions of the players. When players fail certain skill checks or perform certain actions at the doom clock ticks up. At 2:15, something bad happens. Oh, fun. At 2:30, a terrible event strikes. At 2:45, things get even worse. At midnight, all hell breaks loose. Sometimes literally. Okay. Okay, so it starts clear. So it has 0 minutes. It will not stay this way for long. The more you play, the more minutes the doom clock ticks up by. Oh, okay. Okay. So like 2:15, it gives examples, I think, here. Yeah. 2:15, the power goes out. Darkness surrounds you. Skill checks to investigate and look around are now more difficult until power is restored. Okay. Okay, cool. I love it. Ooh, Charlie! Oh my goodness. Hi there, Charlie here. I'm the lead designer / writer for Shiver. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for saying hi. Thanks for taking a look at our game. Please let me know if you have any questions and I'll endeavor to answer them in chat. Gang! Oh my goodness, Charlie. Wonderful to see you. Please let me know. I like said your name at the start, and was saying that you were the co-designer. Wait, hang on, what we got going on here? Yeah, you and Barney were both designers, and I hope that I've said your surname right. Menzies? I hope that's correct. Please correct me if I am wrong. But yeah, thank you so much for chatting. That means a lot. Yeah, gang, please go ahead and pop any questions you have in the chat for Charlie. Thank you. Yeah, I literally was saying to everyone that this has been in front of me on my desk for so long in the office, and I've been like, this is exactly my kind of thing, and it's taken me this long to get into it, but I'm looking to like run a few sessions outside of work, but also I think I've got some ideas for in work as well. Basically, I'm obsessed is what I'm saying. Yeah, and Where Podcast, who's right there, we were just discussing how you've got the Gothic rulebook as well, and just the concept of it, really cool. Universal horror monsters, love that. Good stuff. You're doing a great job. Thank you for saying hi. We're just reading through the Doom events and the Doom clock. So it says 2:30. The killer bumps off a key NPC. Perhaps the old janitor who knew some secrets about the slasher's origin that could have been useful. Oh no, not old janitor Jim. Old JJ. Oh no. 2:45, 45 minutes in. The school bus, the only working escape vehicle, has been sabotaged beyond repair. Time for a new getaway plan. Fun. Can I ask Charlie, so looking at the Doom clock, I'm assuming that like this is relative to how long your session would be, right? Or how long your campaign would be. Like, is it actually like 15 minutes in this happens, or is it like a quarter of the way in this happens? You know, is that a thing? Am I reading it wrong? Maybe. Midnight. The slasher appears and is a permanent threat, stalking the players through the halls. The story continues, but with an ever-looming presence. Oh, spooky. I love that. For each story, the director will secretly lay out 4 major Doom events. It's probably going to tell me right here, Charlie. I assume. Occurring at the 4 main points of the Doom clock. At 1/4 you may be troubled by extra enemies or obstructed in some way. A minor inconvenience. 1/2 an ally who could have been useful in your journey is violently killed. 1/4 you are hunted by a terrifying beast. At midnight, the witching hour havoc is unleashed upon the story. These quarterly milestones act as a way of ramping up the pressure and terror as you progress through the story, making failures feel significant and successes all the more sweet. They also act as a measure of progression and time used for certain abilities and their regeneration. The Doom clock presents a choice: risk more rolls or go for broke, or manage the Doom clock and tread carefully, despite trying to avoid midnight. Desperately trying to avoid midnight. Take a slasher film, for example, where the players are trapped in a high school. Ah, okay, that's what we were referencing with the breakdown of the Doom clock just then. Okay. What ticks up the Doom clock? Oh, okay. Okay. It's more about failing your rolls, adding minutes to the clock rather than the actual time of the session. Oh, but I love that time pressure idea. Maybe it could be adapted for that as well. Like if you have a certain length of time and you want that time pressure, that could be fun. The weird archetype can also add minutes to the clock by using their powers. Oh, fun. Very fun. I love that. Okay, so it says, what ticks up the Doom clock? The Doom clock does not just tick up at the whim of the director. Rather, every minute closer to midnight is a consequence of the player's actions. Okay. Decisions and failures. There are certain actions that tick up the Doom clock. When a player fails a skill check and rolls a strange symbol in their dice pool, the Doom clock ticks up by 1 minute. That's fun. For each strange symbol rolled. So you fail something and then you just see the director just note something down. When a player fails a fear check on the Doom clock, the Doom clock ticks up by 1 minute. It's minute by minute. Wow, that's fun. The weird archetype has many abilities that tick up the Doom clock when used. Ooh, okay, so the weird archetype, so it's like they could do something like wild that would like really help you out, but like at what cost, you know? Oh, Charlie has said, Doom for us is a way of making failure feel more meaningful, like that oh no stomach drop feeling when you get in the cinema when a slasher appears behind your favorite character. I definitely am feeling that vibe, Charlie, for sure. Literally like imagining failing a roll and then just knowing that you're adding minutes to the clock, and then also when you lose track of like how many minutes have been added to the clock. Is this 14 minutes? Is it 50? You just, spooky. Love that. Certain flaws from its background. Certain flaws from backgrounds tick up the Doom clock. Interesting. Interacting with certain items and committing awful acts can also tick up the Doom clock. Fun. Okay. So with interacting with certain items, is it like, for example, like the lament configuration in Hellraiser, like interacting with that would like be like boop, 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 like ticking up the Doom clock, or like committing awful acts. If we go with the classic like Friday the 13th stuff, awful acts in quotation marks, when teenagers love each other very much, and like that's the classic like. You've got to be chaste if you don't want the Doom clock to tick up. That probably wouldn't be a thing in like my session, but just as an example, maybe something actually awful could be being mean to a friend. I don't know. Oh, I went from like one end to the other, like literally. Okay, we got a section called Turning Back the Clock. Not all is lost. There are ways to turn back the Doom clock and avert disaster striking. Positive actions and decisions can help to keep peril at bay. Oh, players can achieve this by some of the following actions. Double luck. Oh, and a skill check. If a player rolls 2 luck symbols, they can use both of these to instantly tick the Doom clock back by 1 minute instead of banking them, converting them into a success, or using them for another purpose. Fun. I love that. So you're so close to like midnight and then you're like, no, I'm gonna take it back. That's very fun. Story milestones. Reaching certain milestones in the story can tick back the doom clock. As an achievement, stabilizes the plot and makes the character's situation less dire. Fun. Clues and items. The director may reward progress by allowing you to tick back the doom clock when important items or clues are discovered. Okay, so you've like done your time, you've done your research, and you find something key to the story. I love that. Abilities. Certain abilities in the player's arsenal can be used to tick back the doom clock. Makes sense. Makes sense. Where podcast says, haha, you could have at quarter past the mist rolls in, and rolls to perceive things outside are with a penalty as a minor consequence. Yeah, that's true. You could definitely do that. Especially with like Curse of Strahd. Something like that. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I like that it's like minor, but it's also like, oh no. Angel Beat says the game sounds very interesting. It's real interesting. When I say that I'm like becoming obsessed, I'm not lying. I just like I just want to get it. It's been so long since like I've been able to like have people over to my place and like play an RPG with them, and this feels like the perfect thing to do it with, you know. Let me see. So we've gone through. There are some extra bits on this in this section, but we wanna get into like some of the nitty gritty, don't we? So you've got combat. If anything I mention is like, ooh, read about that, Liv, feel free to stop me. Let me know. So combat, critical hits. Because I might get to like the archetypes. The archetypes are very interesting. I'm gonna just go over like the basics of combat. So, the actions you can use in combat are move, attack, and interact. Okay, so the move action is like it sounds. You move your character within their maximum move distance, whether that be running across a room or climbing a ladder to get a better view. Okay, makes sense. An attack action is where the character makes a strike with a weapon against a target or uses an ability that expands expends an attack action. An interact action is pretty much everything that isn't an attack or move. Simple. This could be using an item, escaping from a brawl, healing yourself, using a non-attack ability. If you choose not to use an attack action on your combat turn, you can use 2 interact actions instead of 1. Fun. Okay, cool. So there are a bunch of different combat options. You've got brawling, using weapon and striking, and then overwhelm. Some enemies present a much more significant adversary than others, and they may be a bit too much for one character. Teamwork can be key to taking down a stronger enemy. This is where overwhelm comes into play. Overwhelm allows you to bring your superior numbers to bear as you're not likely to be superior in much else against any enemy that you'll need to think about ganging up against it. Basically, gang up. I'm reading this wrong, but gang up on a foe. It's gonna make it easier. Okay. Okie dokie. Enemy stuff. Love that. Advanced threats. Stealth and hiding. Okay, there's a whole section on that. Okay, now we're on building a character. Ooh. Sorry. So there are archetypes that kind of coincide with the skills that we spoke about before. So the archetypes across all great horror stories, there have been figures that recur again and again. Each archetype contributes to the group's enduring survival or pushes them towards a grisly fate. Together you are strong, alone you won't last long. A rhyme. I love it. Choose wisely. Okay, so we have the archetypes listed here. And they have to do with like grit and wit and all of these fun things. Ooh, oh, and there's a survival one. I am very excited. I'm very excited about this. So we have number 1, coinciding with grit. We have the warrior. The warrior? That sounded wrong when I said it. From ham-fisted enforcers to all-star athletes, this archetype is all about feats of strength, able to dole out a heavy hit and take one. Love that. Easy peasy. Like, you just want to go in there, you want to hit some stuff, you want to be the big strong guy. You're gonna be the warrior. That's my coffee finished. I'm done. You have also with wit, you have the maverick. Already sounds super cool. With fast hands and a nimble mind, this archetype is the most agile, focusing on moving quietly, acting swiftly, and avoiding harm. This is very fun because, like, if we go back to immediately what I'm... So the session I would probably start off with to get to grips with this game is, like, you're at a high school, there's a slasher killer, you know, who's stalking you. Because it's, like, it's the go-to, it's fun, it's yeah. So it'd be interesting to see, obviously you have, like, the jock would be the warrior, that makes sense. But with the maverick, would that be, like the goth girl who is just, like, good at kind of, like, keeping to herself, and then maybe that translates into, like, being stealthy, you know? That's interesting to think about. I've had an itchy nose for so long, apologies. And apparently, I've been a little bit burpy for so long. This is such a professional stream. Subscribe to Dicebreaker on YouTube. By the way, if for some reason you have come here and you're not subscribed to Dicebreaker on YouTube, that's where we do a bunch of stuff. We're on Twitch because we're, like, having fun. We're trying it out. I love it. If you like, Twitch is so much fun. I think it's really fun. So I'd love us to stick around here. And once again, we are 1 follower away. Wow. From reaching 50. I'm gonna refresh the page just in case. Please don't play. Okay, no, it's all good. No! Oh! I refreshed the page and we're 51 followers! We got 51 followers! Oh! I lied to you all! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I lied. Thank you so much, everyone. We got to 51 followers, got past 50. That's very exciting. Yes. Oh my goodness. Party time indeed. I don't have like a kazoo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Well done. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much. Like, it means a lot to us. You know, yeah, we will. Yeah, I know it's like it's a relatively small achievement. But I remember when, you know, like, I've been on Twitch before. It's a big thing. It's cool. So I guess that means, by the way, that we can start working on getting some emotes up. Well, I hope that now that we've hit 50, affiliates should be on the horizon pretty quickly. Yeah, so we'll get some emotes in. Among the emotes that we're hoping to add as soon as we can is a Maddie emote. Finally. And a biscuit emote. Just a little biscuit. Little biscuit guy. That's my dog. He's annoying. He's not here right now because he would be pooping everywhere. But yeah, it's very exciting. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, gang. Appreciate it very, very much. And if there are any emotes or anything you want to see, let us know. Another thing, I'm sorry, I'll get back to reading this so soon. But we are sorting out our Discord, and it's going to be a thing proper soon. And yeah, keep your eye on that, because there might be some like Twitch tie-ins and stuff. Yeah, so it's all go. It's all go for Dicebreaker at the moment. All go. Oh, biscuit emote. Yes, Mama of Goblins. I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited. But yes. Okay, so we've had the warrior and the maverick. We've also got the scholar. So knowledge is power, and that is this archetype's key skill, using their brains over brawn to think their way to survival. Okay, so this is like the classic, like, once again, if we're talking about the high school setting, this is like the nerdy kid. And, you know, not necessarily the nerdy kid. It could be, like, once again, this character that I'm apparently planning to make, who is like the cheerleader, who is like, actually, I've got a 5.0 GPA and I'm cool as hell. So it could be. Although then again, you have the socialite, which is the next archetype, which says problems sometimes need a charismatic touch to be solved. Whether through kindness or compassion, this archetype dominates in all social situations. I'm just kidding. That's what I would make my cheerleader. That's her. Ooh, then we have the fool. When all else fails, you just need some good luck. Fortunately, this archetype has it in spades to make up for its lack of specific skill. This is the jack of all trades. I love that. Okay, there's an actual luck-based character. That sounds really fun. We also have the weird. Fighting fire with fire may seem ill-advised, but this archetype draws on the unnatural forces in the world to do so, often at a grave cost. For example, as we found out, taking up the doom clock. It all comes round, you know? Then we have one that is like signified by the talent symbol, which once again is this. If you do not know, oh, are we going to be able to, yeah, kind of, yeah, mostly there. It's the survivor. It says, an all-rounder of an archetype that focuses on one thing, staying alive. Yeah. A broad skill set is an asset, but lacking speciality can be difficult. You're not special. Wow. That's fun. And also, the word survivor made me think about, like, what about a Dead by Daylight, like, one-shot of this or something? Fun. There's so many things to do. Emote City, brush emote, drink your pain water emote. Sick. Thank you for the suggestions, La False Number. I appreciate that very much. Meant to hit backspace and hit enter instead. That's cool. That's fine. I got you, man. Thank you for chatting. More pressing enter means there's more chats going on. So thank you. Ooh, okay. So it says archetype trees and character levels. Okay. Oh, this is fun. So this is how you like level everyone up and how you build the characters. So the maximum character level a character can reach this level in Shiver is 15. Okay, good to know. Character creation checklist. Let's go with that, shall we? For a breakdown of how you can approach building a character step by step, follow this checklist below. Stage 1 is archetype. Selecting your archetype is the first step to creating your character. Transfer the numbers in your character's core skills to your character sheet. Remember to add or subtract from your core skills for your strength and selected deficiency? Okay, sure. Choose your abilities using your character level. Spend ability points to select the appropriate number of abilities from the archetype tree. Oh, this is very video gamey as well. Oh, that's very fun. So you know, like how with a skill tree, you would go through like in a video game, and you would just like select something, and then that becomes an ability you can do. That's what this is. It's very cool. It says, when selecting abilities from the archetype tree, remember to start at the bottom with tier 1 and follow the lines. You can only acquire an ability if you already have the connecting ability in the tier underneath it. Cool, okay. So, very, like, if you think about, like, the Skyrim skill tree, for example, yeah, like, then that's the thing to compare it to. Where Podcast says, one thing I love about Shiver is the ability branching trees for each archetype. Means you can have very different archetypes in the same party. Oh, that's so true. So you could have like one who's like, so for example, the example they have here is tough. So one seems more like a kind of like attacker. So it has like fury, furious fist, charge, wounded bear. And then the other one's more like a protector. So it's like get behind me, back off, and meat shield. That's fun. That is very fun. The full summer says, apologies, I thought I was sounding a bit pushy with the emotes comment, so I wanted to tone it down. Oh, no worries. Oh, that's very conscientious. Is that the word? Yeah, very conscientious of you. But no, it's all good. All good, pal. Very like Quest and by Adventure Guild. Yes. Who Blew Mama, you were talking about Quest earlier. Yeah, you both said it. Yeah, that's really cool. I love that idea. Oh, okay. So yeah, carrying on. Sorry, it says at the bottom as well. Just remember, if you have the ability below, you're good to go. That's a little fun rhyme. Stage 2. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to show you the list of the abilities and like the ability tree that they've shown you. They show us here. So that's what I was like referencing when I was saying that you could have like fury. And are you gonna zoom? You gonna focus in? Gonna do a cheeky little focus? Basically, the answer is no. But it has like fury, get behind me. Maybe if my arms weren't as wobbly as they are, you'd be able to see it properly. But I'm a very wobbly lady, so apologies. But yeah, this is such a good point. Like being able to like be like, hey, I want to be a tough guy. Oh, I want to be a tough guy. But well, you can be two different tough guys, two himbos, both doing their thing. I love that. Stage 2 is background. Choose your background. Remember, any background can be used with any archetype. Cool. I love expanding out characters based on backgrounds. Add the unique ability and flaw acquired from your background to your character sheet. And stage 3 is fear. Choose your fear. This can be anything from thunderstorms to spooky clowns. It can be. It can be. Being afraid is part of the fun. Discuss your character's fears with the directors so they can weave it into the story successfully. Okay, this is a wild idea, but what if? What if, as like a fun, like if we do more Twitch subscribery things or whatever, if we get to affiliate, which I think maybe we might be, I'm not sure, then we could do a thing where subscribers like select, we could have like a list of like monsters and enemies, and then you could pick one of them, you could vote for one of them, and then you could like pick a setting, and then we can build a little like one shot together. That'd be very fun. I don't know, I'm just excited. Okay, we've also got, okay, so it's going through more in depth now on each archetype. So we're starting off with the warrior. It says, sorry that I'm just like here like it says, sometimes sheer athleticism and brute force is the edge you need to escape or fight your way free. Often a protector of the group, these characters draw on strength to survive, whether that be a mother protecting her family, cute, or a brutish thug trying to stay alive in the chaos. This archetype packs a punch and can certainly take one. Love that. So it says you begin with 1 talent point in grit. This talent point adds a talent dice to your dice pool whenever you roll skill checks associated with grit. This is already represented in the skill point tracker below. Okay, I see. Yeah, so Ooh, oh my god, oh my goodness, every time. So you can see here, yeah, there is that is the little the talent dice pool underneath it. So I believe, correct me if I am wrong, I am definitely wrong. No, wait. So, oh no, I think I've got it. So, if you were to roll grit with this character right now, you would roll 5 dice, 5 normal dice, which I'm going to do now to see how that goes. Not well in terms of grit. And then I would roll the talent dice, and I got a little talent. I got a little talent symbol. So that would be basically the chances you have to get a grit symbol. Interesting. I would need to take the lucky archetype because I can't roll for shiz. I cannot do it. Okay, cool. Tier 1 ability is tough. You're tougher than most, allowing you to soak up more damage. Your thick skin acting as natural armor. When hit by an attack, roll a skill die. For each grit symbol rolled, the damage from the attack is reduced by 1. Okay, cool. That. Yes, it literally says here that there are different warrior paths. So you have the fighter path. The central path is all about dealing damage in different ways, giving you a diverse fighting toolkit. The protector path, the right-hand path, allows you to absorb more damage and defend your allies. You are a tank parked in front of your friends, keeping them safe but still firing off some big hits. Cool. And the berserker path, in the fray, roaring with rage and blood boiling. This path is all about dealing big damage with limited resources, i.e. your fists. Cool. Very cool. So then it goes through all the different tier abilities. Yes, and it goes through, so like fighter path is stun, protector path is get behind me, berserker path is fury. Very cool. Very cool. And remember, if you roll a strange/weird symbol on a failed roll, you tick up the minutes on the doom clock. Those talent symbols are incredibly valuable. That's so true. That's so true. You really helped me out here, Fiona. Thank you. Fiona, what if we played this together? I mean, what if we did? It could be fun. Ooh, squeaky. That's very squeaky. But I mean, like, all I'm saying is, it could be fun. Okay, and then it goes through all the different, abilities you get as you, level up. So, I guess the only thing with this is that, once you pick a route, you have to stick to it. So that, that's something that you'll probably have to think about. You'll probably have to think about that going forward. Oh, okay. Okay, so you have the warrior tree here, which I'll show you in a minute. So if you go for the central one, which is just the diverse fighter tree, you start with tough, then you get stun, sweep, counterattack, and then at tier 5 you get +2 core points. Okay, so I guess that means you would be able to roll additional dice. And then above that, you have block and chain strike. And then you have +1 grit. So, +1 grit talent, I believe, talent point. So I believe that means you would roll another talent dice. I think that is it. So I think I'm figuring. I'm getting it. Haha, always up for it. Also, Defil backseat reader here. I do love horror, and Shiver is so good. Fiona, like for real, like I'm completely on board. Horror is like my favorite thing in the world. Like it's so diverse. It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. And yeah, like it's great. It's so good. It's flexible, and this is exactly it. Shiver is all about you can play any setting with this one set of rules, and that to me is fascinating. I love that. Ben, sorry, I've literally been so okay, I'm gonna read your chat message. Hey, Ben here. I'm the lead illustrator for Shiver and thought I'd pop on. I had the chance to chat to you at UKGE. If you have any art questions, hit me up here if you have any art questions. Ben, literally, so as I was like introducing the stream, I was like, I spoke to and then I was like, I'm gonna look at the names, and I was like, it was Ben. I spoke to Ben at UKGE, and Ben was lovely and took me through a bunch of stuff, and I was like, what if it's not Ben though? What if I'm getting it wrong and it's not Ben? I'm so glad that you have confirmed this for me. Thank you so much. But yeah, it was lovely chatting with you at UKGE. Genuinely, it was just like the little nudge I needed to be like, okay, I'm gonna get into Shiver now. I'm gonna do it. Basically, this whole time we have been chatting about just like how the game works, just like interesting bits about it, and we're currently going through the archetypes and like what you can do with them. And honestly, I'm so excited. Like, I'm thinking that to start off, I might run a little session that is just like you are like the most simple one what you could possibly run, which you kind of reference when you're talking about the Doom Clock, which is like you are high school students and there is a slasher murderer who's coming after you. And I think that would be a nice little intro to playing this, but I think this could be really fun for a long-term campaign. I think it could be really fun. But thank you so much for popping in. Really appreciate it. You and both you and Charlie have popped in, and yeah, thank you so much. This is also going to be, unless anything goes wrong, this should also be a video on demand, a VOD on our YouTube channel. So yeah, you could check it out there as well if you so wish. It was me, haha, and it was lovely chatting to you too. Fantastic. Yes, I got it right. Because I remember distinctly you were like, I am the lead illustrator, and I was like, of this? You did this? You did this? Very good. So that, I was like, okay, I remember this. I remember that. Will there be prints of your Shiver work? Ooh, soon. I love the cover of Shiver Gothic. Shiver Gothic is the cover is so good. It's really good. If you don't have the chance to, I wonder if I can I post links? Can I post links? It would be cool if I could. As it's a Dicebreaker stream, I assume I can. Let's give it a go. Whoop. Yeah, gang, there you go. There's like, these are all the different collections of like Shiver stories I've been looking at. So if you want to see what's going on, what we're referencing when we're talking about like Shiver Gothic and stuff, like take a look. Oh, these are the stories. So, okay, you've also got the rules. There we go. This is the one that we have been referencing. So on there, you can see like you've got the normal cover, but you've got like the special edition cover as well, and it's like all red and spooky and it's cool. By the way, there's also like the setup that you have shot the original core game book in. It's very cute, and I love these little like there's like little like crochet pumpkins in it, and it's very cute, and I love it a lot. But yes, yeah, gang, you should go check it out if you want to take a little look-see. Also, here's my question for you, Ben. Is this like your particular art style, or were you going for a specific style in particular when you were like making the first book? Let's go with the first book. Like, because like it's like I'm just wondering if it was like you were going for a certain style, or if it was just like a natural thing for you. Ben says not to hijack the stream. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, please. It's all good. Thank you so much for being here. It's fine. We're talking about your thing. Please tell us more. But we have a load of prints that are convention exclusives for the time being. We do have a load of t-shirts for sale. Ooh, on our website. Ooh, the Rat King. The Rat King! And Doom Messiah are the ones that are quite popular. Where is the Rat King? Show me the Rat King. Oh my goodness. Gang, I'm so excited about the Rat King. Rat King, where are you, Rat King? The Rat King! Oh my gosh. Maddie Cullen needs to see this. Oh my goodness, the Rat King sits upon his throne. Oh my goodness. Gang, here's the Rat King. I'm hoping that I will remember when we upload this video to YouTube to put these links in the description. I'm hoping that I'll remember to do that. If not, you can head on over to I want to go to the OG website because then that has everything on it. Parablegames.co.uk, and then you'll be able to find all this fun stuff that we're talking about. Rats, exactly. Angel Beat, rats, love it. Con exclusive, got you. I'll make a note to head to your table next time and get all the artwork. Yeah. What's the next con that you're going to be going to? Ben, I would love to know that. So the art style is something we consciously developed. Okay, there were a few very different looks we tried that are quite different, but the intention was to try and together the wide variety of settings together. Try and tie, yes, together a wide variety of settings with strong art style. Okay, I got you. I got there eventually. That's what I was thinking, because I said at the start, I was like, it's almost abstract in a way. So like, not abstract, but like it's exactly what I said at the start of the stream, but just like it looks like it can be easily adapted for like most settings. So yeah, okay, yeah, you achieved what you meant to do. Absolutely. Ben says, in terms of influence, the big ones that always get referenced are Mike. Oh my goodness, come on, Lev, you can do this. Mike Mignola. It might be a silent G, I'm not sure. And Francesco Francavilla. Francavilla? Oh my goodness. Gang, I'm terrible at reading names. I'm terrible at reading all things. But, okay. Francesco Francavilla and Mike Mignola is what I'm going with. And those are like the inspirations? Cool. Yeah. The inspirations for the art style. Very cool. Oh, God, I wish I could do art. Oh, I wish I could do art. Oh, Fiona, thank you. You got this. The pronunciation on live streams are the worst. I'm so I'm so bad at it. I'm bad at names. I'm bad at also something I'm terrible at. Okay, just disclaimer. This is a side note. If I have met you before, and I know your name, and I'm so unconfident in the fact that I can like remember faces and names. I think I have like facial blindness. I even though I'm like, oh my God, I think you're amazing. I've met you before. You're amazing. I might not remember you if I meet you in real life. And that's not because I'm like, it's because my brain is bad and I don't remember. I just don't remember faces and it's terrible. But yeah, names, faces, it's hard. It's hard for you, girl. Ben says, but basically anything pulpy and dark. Honestly, I took a lot of influence from Warhammer 40k from the early 2000s. Nice. Very cool. Sorry, last one from me. No, don't. Carry on, absolutely. Me and Charlie are at this, the Summer London Comic Con at the London Olympia this weekend. Why do I not know about these things ever? Okay, gang. If you're watching and you happen to be going to Comic Con this weekend, why don't you go say hi? Go say hi to Ben. Go say hi to Charlie. Check out Shiver. Because if I have anything to say about it, we're going to be talking about it a lot more on the channel. Is the thing, so. Okay, so back to the archetypes. We have the Maverick. I'm going to try and, because we've been talking for a while. Like, this stream has gone so quickly, and we've literally just been talking and reading through the book. Like, I've had a really nice time. I think chill vibe streams like this will likely be a lot of what I do on Twitch. Also, if anyone has, like, any ideas of stuff you'd like to see on Twitch, whether it be more, like, Let's Plays, RPG stuff, but especially like stuff like this where we just kind of like have a chat. Like, I would love to know what you guys want to see. let us know, whether you say it in the chat or you say it in the comments when this video goes on YouTube. We would love to know. I wish more TTRPGs had proper pronunciation guides at the beginning of their settings. Oh my god. Yeah, like D&D. Oh yeah, absolutely. D&D is a big, they have, just can't pronounce it, just can't do it. It just takes me like 10 minutes to figure it out. Otherwise it's all butchered despite my good intentions. Exactly. Like the best intentions, you know, are always there for me as well, but my brain is goofy. I'm just a little goof, you know. See you on Sunday. Oh my god! Oh my goodness. I was like, say hi to both of you for me. That makes no sense, but I hope you have a good time. The Maverick. From dashing spies to roguish rebels, Mavericks are those who linger in the fringes of society, getting the job done on their own terms. They may not be the most sociable or reliable, but they're just flaky. But they possess an array of specialist skills that fall outside the realms of normality, legality, or even good taste. Need a lock picking to find that mysterious file, a secret base infiltrating, car hot wiring for a quick getaway, then you can always rely on the Maverick. Just make sure to keep up, as they might leave you behind. I was talking about my cheerleader who would like be like a heart-based character, but also I feel like I'm definitely gonna make a Maverick character for sure. It's very fun. So the different paths for the Maverick are the Thief path, the Assassin path, and the Ranger path. So they are what they sound like. Okay, so you can be like sneaky with the Thief. You can get like a sneak attack with the Assassin, and then like covering fire for like the Ranger. So like, yeah. So I guess they're more kind of, they're very different. Like, they're very fun. I love this a lot. I really do. Ooh, you can be a poisoner later on. Ooh. I assume that like the Ranger path is more to do like ranged weapons. Makes sense. But yeah, sorry. Also, I'm going through this a little faster now so that we can kind of maybe hopefully get through all the archetypes. That would be good. You have the skill tree as well. Yeah, so you have Assassin, Thief, Ranger, and it goes up to tier 10, and then you have maximum level 15 for your character. Cool. Then you have the Scholar. So, interestingly, the image for the Scholar is like an engineer. So this is the kind of, I think, Ben, you were like saying this to me when we were at UKGE. Like, this is the kind of character that could be like a mechanic on the spaceship if you're playing like an Alien style thing. You know, like, it doesn't have to just be like I said, the nerd character if you were in the high school setting. Like, you can adapt it to all sorts of stuff. It says here that sometimes you need to understand your foe to defeat it, and to do so, look no further than the Scholar, an intelligent, resourceful character who can help improvise solutions from surrounding materials. Need an impromptu flamethrower? Ooh, or a computer hacking? What Scholars lack in brawn, they make up for in brains, and no group should be short of those if they want to survive the night. Unless zombies are involved, of course. Very fun little addendum. I love that. Tier 1 ability is Medic. Okay, so that's great. So if you have your brains on point, sure, then you can just automatically like heal people up. Okay, what it actually says is, you stitch your friends up and keep them alive for now. Roll a CR1 smarts check. Okay, I'm just gonna roll that now. Just because I want to do it for fun. I'm just gonna roll it. Bad. No, I got one. And I got a talent as well. Okay, so I'd be fine with that. God, this is going to be dangerous for me when I play this. If successful, you heal an ally or yourself for 2 wounds. Oh, every smart symbol in excess of 1 that you roll heals an additional 1 wound. Fun. Okay, that's really cool. Really cool. The Scholar paths are the healer path. So if you are like the support class usually, or you're not usually the support class and you're like, I better start doing that because I never do it, then the healer path might be for you. You have the academic path, so it's all about like knowledge is power, whether you're a mad scientist bent on discovery or a genius super sleuth. Ooh. An engineer path, so this would be like the alien mechanic kind of thing. Very fun. Ooh. And then you've got like, okay, so later on, one of the academic things that you can like specialize in is math scientist, and you can make like, Oh, okay, so it says roll a skill die. Depending on the result, you make a throwable flask with differing effects. Consult the table on the right. Okay, so So if you roll a grit, you get a Molotov. Roll a wit, oil flask. So I assume you can cause people to like slip over and stuff. Smarts/brains. Smarts. An acid flask. So you could like throw that at like a door that's more like a metal door maybe that it can't open and then you get through. Oh, ooh. For heart, you have a sunlight flask. What is it? I want it. Oh, okay, this is interesting. If you roll strange, it says backfire, take 2 blunt damage. That's fun. Consequence. I love consequences. And if you get a luck symbol, then the choice is yours. That's great. I'm just gonna divert real quick to find out what a sunlight flask is, because what is that? What is that? I want it. Please show me. Show me. Okay. Sunlight flask. Split into 2 compartments of chemicals. When this flask is smashed and they combine, a searing bright light is created as strong as sunlight. Great against creatures that fear the light. Oh, interesting. So, vampires. Boom. Sunlight flask. Why didn't I immediately think that's for vampires? I don't know. I was just so excited about it. I was so excited. Okay, cool. And then, ooh. Ooh, what is okay, sorry. There's a monster transformation one. Which one is this for? Monster transformation. What? Monster transformation. Sorry, I'm so excited. It doesn't sound like it. Okay, so basically one of these will allow you to like make a thing. You make a thing, and it could be like a corpse titan, a night gaunt, a werewolf, a dryad, abomination. No, you turn into those things. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's very fun. Very fun. And then that is like cool skill monster transformation. I gotta find out where it is. Oh, monster serum. I found it. It's the academic path. You can roll a skill die and transform into a monster at the detriment to yourself. For each combat round you stay in a monstrous form, you must roll a smarts check of CR3. Okay, so it's not easy. If successful, you remain stable. If you fail, your form becomes unstable and you gain 1 wound. The monsters you can transform into are found on the left. So, Corpse Titan, Night Gaunt, Werewolf, Dryad, Abomination, which I assume is bad because it's associated with the strange die. And once again, luck is the choice is yours. Oh, this is very fun. Very fun. Okay, the Socialite, which is who I would possibly play with my cheerleader character. This is what I'm thinking of, okay? So I might stay on this for a little bit longer. Socialite. Ever had a friend who can talk their way out of anything? Yeah. Yeah, I wish that was me. They can get anything they want with a smile and dismiss anyone with a snarl. Rawr, sorry. That's a Socialite. A natural charmer. Socialites are masters of guile and humor, able to find solutions through words rather than fists. Nobody BS's a BSer. I'm so glad I caught that. Usually I'm just like blah, 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 blah. So I'm glad I caught that. So make sure you're honest, as they always know when you're lying. After all, they invented it. Fun. So strength. You begin with a talent point in heart. Makes sense. Okay. So, tier 1 ability is called Snap Out of It. You have a steady hand and iron nerve. You may re-roll any heart symbols rolled for fear checks that you make. Okay, so you're just able to just be like, come on now, come on. Oh, that's cool. You may also re-roll a CR1 heart check to lower an ally's fear status by 1. Oh, so you just calm everyone down. I like this. I like this a lot. Very fun. So the Socialite paths are as follows. The Charmer path, silver-tongued to the extreme. This path allows you to encourage your friends to greatness, charm, and persuade your way past any problem, and smell a lie from a mile away. So basically, I don't think you can ever lie to a Charmer. That makes sense, right? The Companion path. Your company is so wonderful that this path allows you to have a permanent compatriot who's at your command in the form of a sidekick or pet. Oh my god! I wondered. Okay, so with the artwork for this, it's like, oh, it's just like a charming man, but also it's a cat. there's a cat there. And I was like, what's up with the cat? I love it. And this is what is up with the cat. This is what's up. Yes, Mama of Goblins. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Kitty, Angel Beak. Yes, we all get it. Oh, very good. Loyal and loving, these companions will defend you and do your dirty work for you. I love a cat to do my dirty work. I'll be like, get them. And then the cat's like, meow. You know, it's all I want. Very simple. The provoker path. Charisma isn't all smiling, waving, and glad-handing to gain favor. Sometimes good old-fashioned scare tactics are the way forward. This path allows you to intimidate and aggravate foes with your presence to defend your friends and control the fight. Yes! Okay, well, I mean, look. Do I have a favorite archetype? Yes, I do. It's this. Yes, I do. It's this. I haven't read the other ones yet, but I do. Some of the tier abilities going up are for the Charmer. Charmed, I'm sure you're a natural charmer. Add a 1 talent dice to dice pool when trying to charm or persuade others. Classic. Best buddies for companion path. Great at making friends. At the start of the story with a companion, you start the story with a companion of your choice, or companions start with 8 health points. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. I create a second character sheet. Basically, this is like, you just get a little guy. I love that. Taunt is for the provoker path. Liar is for the charmer. Emotional support for the companion. Oh, there are 2 options for the companion. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. This is very cool. This is very cool. Yeah, this is absolutely for me. Absolutely for me. Absolutely. I feel any RPG that makes you gasp and go yes goes on top of the to play right now pile for sure. For sure. Like it's not even as if I didn't think it would be. Like, yeah, I knew this was going to be my thing. Oh my god, we have the Shaggy character. Okay, so onto the Fool, because we've got like 9 minutes left, but you know, if we go over a little bit, it's fine. Sorry, the opening to this section is very good. We don't know why you would pick this. Displaying very few discernible skills as well as an array of bad habits, there's very little fools have to contribute. But whatever the higher power there is looking down upon them sees them favourably. Luck is forever on their side. They're the character you see in a terrible situation and think, how on earth are they still alive? The answer is, we don't know either. Wow. Okay. So strength. You begin with 1 talent point in luck. This talent point adds a talent die to your dice pool whenever you roll skill checks associated with luck. This is already represented. Blah blah blah. Okay. Cool. Very lucky. Very lucky. Like zoinks. So true. So true. Angel B. Tier 1 ability is banking on it. You forego using your luckiness and bide your time, gathering up all that positive probability. You can now bank up to 3 luck points at a time in your luck bank. Huh. Okay. Interesting. The full paths are the accumulator path. Holding onto your good fortune to release it at just the right moment can completely change the course of things. This is Shaggy. This is Shaggy. Yeah, this is Shaggy. I can't show you the picture that's associated with this one. Like I could, but I don't think I should. Like it looks, let's say Shaggy is partaking in like activity or whatever. Nothing. This is making it sound worse than it is. Just having a little cigarette. Having a little cigarette. That's it. The last chancer path. Even when the odds seem heavily stacked against you, somehow you manage to turn the tables on others, draining their luck from them to create a minefield of misfortune. You make you make them unlucky instead? That's fun. This is why you would choose this character. This is why you would play them. And the blessed path. Someone or something out there is looking out for you. By all means, you should be useless, but even a hunch can turn out to be a revelation on this path. Definitely cigarettes. It's just cigarettes, Ben. It's just a cigarette. And also the illustration of this person smoking a cigarette is like around them. They're littered with like blades that have just happened to miss them. That's very fun. Very, very fun. Ooh, okay. Accumulated Path has a tier 2 ability called Clock It Back. You have the ability to use your luck to prevent disaster. You only have to use 1 luck point to turn back the doom clock by 1 minute. That's fun. You can also use banked luck points to do this. This is why you play this character. This is why. It's very fun. Very fun. Because we have less time. We're going to move on. But look, that could be my second character. Okay, so now we have the weird. So this is basically, as we discussed before, Ben, if you wanted to play a Stranger Things setting, this is like the 11 character that you could play. Potentially. But also, create your own brand new character that does whatever you want and has supernatural powers and it's really cool. The weird. You know that kid at school who said they could see ghosts and your parents told you to avoid? Or someone who somehow knew things that were going to happen but well before they did? That person who disappeared and came back different. All of these are the weird characters who have experienced something and have come out changed, many with odd abilities or sensitivities to the stranger things in the world. Ben! Could that be a reference? That's very fun. So tier 1 ability, choose your path. The weird archetype does not have a single starting ability like the other archetypes. Your tier 1 ability is determined by the path that you choose on the next page. Ooh, okay, so the Eldritch path is dark magical power surges through your body. Blood, fear, and madness are all being fuel for strange and terrifying abilities. The Spiritualist. Seeing is believing, and many don't put much faith in an afterlife or the spirit realm, but you can see it, touch, and manipulate it to your will to create terrifying illusions and commune with the dead. Ooh, fun. Psionic path. Experimentation gone awry or possible mutation has given you psionic abilities. The power to shift objects, read thoughts, and cause havoc, all with the power of your mind. Fun. Oh my god. Sorry, this is exciting. There's one more. The body horror path. Bones crack and skin tears as you transform your body into a living weapon. Whether that be growing your fingernails into deadly claws or fully morphing into a dangerous creature. That's fun. I love it. Okay, so tier 1 abilities, they are based on the different path you choose. So the Eldritch path, you have madness. You show a vision of the true horrors of the universe. You may use this as an attack action on a target enemy. Oh, okay. So it determines what action they will take on the next combat turn. Attack another enemy, so you turn them against their enemies. Move away from you or attack themselves. Ooh. That's based on whether they roll grit or wit, smarts and heart, luck, and strange. Okay. Spiritualist path. Illusionist. You create a small visual illusion. This can be used to distract, confuse, create light, or make a foul odor or a strange noise at a long range. Each illusion ticks up the doom clock by 1 minute. Oh, that's a high price. Oh my goodness. If you want to make a more complex illusion, describe to the director what you wish to do, and they will determine a CR for your skill check. Oof. I missed a thing with the Eldritch path. This ability, when successful, causes the doom clock to tick up by 2 minutes. Two. Oh, wow. Okay. Woo! Psionic path. Telekinesis. You can focus your mind in order to move objects and enemies. The size of the object determines the CR of the strange check required to move it. For example, lifting a ball will be a lower CR than moving a heavy boulder. When successful, this ticks up the doom clock by 1 minute. Okay. And then we have the body horror path. Claws. Your hands morph into deadly weapons. Using your claws, your unarmed strikes now use strange as their core skill and deal 3 pierce damage. If you wish to conceal your claws from others when attacking, you must succeed in a CR1 wit check or fight in a way which hides them. Each successful strike using your claws will tick up the doom clock by 1 minute. Terrifying. Okay. Some of the stuff you can go into is like blood magic, astral form, telepathy, natural affinity. That one sounds less scary, but oh, you prefer nature to people. Oh, so it's like a nature-based thing. Ooh, future sight, spirit talking, unnatural strength, intimidating visage. These are all so cool, gang. These are so cool. Ungodly ritual, doppelganger, psyblast. Okay, very cool. Yep, the more powerful you make your weird powers, the more doom you acquire. You can be a proper spendy Wendy while the rest of your team look on in horror at the time slipping away. Oh, I'd be so mad, but also I'd be like, do it. Do it. Oh dear. Okay, so like, yes, for example, I'm looking at the tier 10 abilities right now. Okay, so no, tier 9 I'm gonna look at because it says right there. Necromancer, so I assume you can make some guys, you can bring them back from the dead. This ticks up the doom clock by 3 minutes. Okay, possession, yes, okay, yeah, they come back with half their health points. This ticks up the doom clock by 4 minutes. Oh my lord, okay, yeah, it gets dicey. It gets dicey, gang. Okay. We have one more, and then I think we'll wrap it up. But yes, one more. The Survivor. So this is like the one that's like, I'm gonna stay alive. I'm gonna stay alive. You can't stop me. I'm gonna stay alive. Versatility in the face of horror can be the key to ensuring your survival. Whether it be fighting, running, or hiding to keep your life intact, the Survivor has all the skills to do so. Being a jack of all trades may come with some advantages, but not being an expert in one specific facet of your life can have its drawbacks as well. Sure, makes sense. Tier 1 ability is Deus Ex Machina. Rewrite your fate. You may choose to reroll any skill check, and add an additional skill die to your dice pool when doing so. You just do that. You just bloody do that. All right, cool. So the survivor's abilities are slightly broader than many of the archetypes. The survivor tree is slightly different as a result. Oh, interesting. So one of the paths is the chosen/leader path. Although starting as a single path on the tree, this path does split, offering 2 different paths. Okay, the first path is that of the chosen, selected by fate for some greater purpose, whether that be slaying vampires or becoming a monarch. There is an edge of the unnatural to you. The second is the leader, focusing on rallying and helping your team and keeping up morale. Survival isn't the most important thing isn't the most important thing on this path. Everyone else's is. Yeah, that's fun. The survivor, to me, forgive me if I'm wrong, it feels like the main character. You know what I mean? They're like not particularly skilled at one thing. They are kind of like the stand-in, like the like you're able to like project yourself onto them. Yeah, it's interesting. Then you have the survivalist path, the survivalist. Versatile and resilient. This path allows your character to become the human equivalent of a Swiss Army knife. A plethora of skills to help you stay alive no matter what is thrown at you. Fun. The last one just caught me off guard. The cockroach path. Fun. Not all survivors are heroic or brave. Some are straight-faced cowards who manage to stay alive simply because they prioritize their safety before anything or anyone else. Although you may survive, your teammates may want to kill you when all is said and done, but they'll struggle to kill a cockroach like you. Everybody does. Oof. Okay, one of the chosen path thing is plot armor. I love that. Leader path is complex backstory. Fun. Camouflage, better up. Worm tongue. Worm tongue. Okay, so yeah, the survivor tree is a bit more complicated than the previous ones that we've seen. It splits off into different branches all the way up. Very cool. Like, you kind of get to really lean into everything with this class. Very cool. And then it goes on to hybrid archetypes. You get to choose your backgrounds, which has stuff like the surgeon, the scientist, the goon, the hunter, or different backgrounds based on like which archetype you choose. So socialite backgrounds, the actor, the con man, the cheerleader. The cheerleader's here, gang! I told you. And then you get like Sorry, the cheerleader thing says, give me a K, give me an I, give me an L, give me an L. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then you get like different abilities and flaws based on it. So sticking to the cheerleader, ability backflip. When attacked by an enemy that is large to monstrous in size, you can attempt to flip out of the way. Yes. When targeted by an attack, roll a skill die. If a wit symbol is rolled, you take no damage as you tumble away. Woo! Give me an L. I was gonna spell something, but then I got distracted. Okay. Your flaw is vain. If your appearance takes a blow, so does your confidence. If you have 8 or more wounds, you lose 1 core skill point from your heart's core skill until you've healed yourself up. Woo! So it also has randomizers. Okay, so wit is the randomizer for cheerleader, so you have to roll that to get your good thing to pop off. Very cool. Very, very cool. I also like how max level is 15, so you can't just gain all the abilities. Feels very customizable. Exactly. Ah, very excited, gang. And then we have here, information for the director. So it's like a guide for the director if you're maybe new to GMing or new to this RPG, you know, which I'll probably be taking a little look at later on. Okay. Doom progression, information, and then you have items as well and weapons. Huge list of like items right here. Huge list. This goes on for pages and pages. That's very handy. Enemy reactions. So it has like some information for like using enemies. The bestiary. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, so it has like stuff like an average Joe, hangman, the phantom, the mascot, werewolf. Okay, so it has all of these things listed for you to use. There's so many. Gang, there's so many. You can do some. For just one book, there's so much in this. There is so much. I hope you have enjoyed the stream of me just geeking out with you, because like I've had a great time. It's gone super quickly. I've got some maps at the back. Oh, very cool. Stats effects listed, glossaries, amazing. Whoa. Okay. All right. Whew. Oh my goodness, I went way over because I was like, ew. Not way over. It's fine. We've got time. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I've had a really nice time. It's been lovely to just kind of do something chill and just hang out with you all. And discover like a new RPG thing. Shiver. Once again, hopefully there'll be a link in the description if you're watching the VOD of this. But if you want to check it out right here on the stream, popping a little link into the chat if you want to go check it out, see what it's all about. It has been fun and informative. Amazing. Thank you, Mama of Goblins. I appreciate it. I'm glad it has. Angel Beat says, thanks for the stream. It's been fun. I'm so glad. Weird Podcast says, thanks for streaming. Glad you love Shiver. Have fun playing. I'm excited. I'm so excited to play. Once again, just saying, if you want to play, hit me up. Yeah, it's nice to be able to like, me, Maddie, and Will have to like discuss that, you know, sometimes, because we have a lot of things to learn. Like, I know a lot of the time we are expected to know all games back and front, but we have to learn them as well. So this is kind of a lovely way to kind of get the learning and also chat to you all about it. And yeah, like, I think this is the kind of thing that we would love to keep on doing going forward. Also, if you have any ideas about stuff you would like to see here on Twitch, which would be like probably more casual stuff, but also if you desperately want to see us do like a live like a let's play or something, let us know, because Maddie and Wheels recently did a Magic the Gathering Commander stream, because we're all obsessed with Commander. Thank you, Wheels. So like, yeah, we're excited to just like get going on Twitch, and if people are interested, maybe we'll do streams more often. Also, thanks to you lovely people, we are over 50 followers here on Twitch, which is very exciting, very cool. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that means that we'll be able to be affiliate, like, soon? I can't remember how long it takes, but that means that we'll have, like, subscriber options for Twitch, and you can get emotes and, like, a little badge next to your name if you're a subscriber. all sorts of fun stuff, and maybe some additional benefits that will like roll out as time goes on. But gosh, yes. Yeah, also big thank you to Ben and Charlie who were hanging out in the chat. Oh, there you both are. Yeah, thanks for the stream, Liv. Thank you, False Number 12. Thank you so much. Ben says, this has been great. You've done a great job at introducing and talking about the system. Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, like, you did an excellent job talking to me about it, so I was like, I'm going to try my best. I'll try my best to do what I can. Charlie says, thank you for the great stream, Liv. Really happy to see you enjoying the game. Can't wait to hear what spooky stories you may play with it. I'm excited. I really want to take a look at like your one-shot book and also the gothic. I want to take a look at all your books. I want to take a look at all of them, but like the one-shot one, I'm so excited about the one-shot that is that you can just do the thing, like you can do a one-shot of the thing. That I think would be really fun. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and like answering questions in the chat and just hanging out. It means a lot. It really does. Thank you, gang. But yeah, also if you like Dicebreaker, if you like this kind of content, you can follow us here on Twitch. You can, if you're on YouTube, you can head over to Twitch, give us a follow. If you're here on Twitch, head over to YouTube, youtube.com/Dicebreaker, where you can subscribe and you'll get notified when we put up videos. We had a really cool video go out that's done really well, which is really fun, where Maddie and Wheels went and interviewed a pro Warhammer like 40k player, I believe 40k, and there was a whole scandal that went on, not a scandal, but you know, some drama went on, and it was like a kind of documentary style video, and people have been really receptive, so that's super fun. So you can check that out. I put out a video last weekend which is just utterly goofy, where me and Mian play Till the Last Gasp, which is like an RPG for 2 players, where which is created by like the makers of Critical Role and Daring to Press. Yeah, it's very fun. You do a duel, you act outlandishly, and it's a lot of fun, so you can check that out on the channel if you would like to. Also, you can head over to Dicebreaker.com, where if you like to read about things that come up in the tabletop world, you can do so, because gosh, our team, Matt Jarvis, Alex Mean, Chase Carter, our contributors, they are on the ball. They're so on the ball. Gosh, they're good at what they do. If there's something that is happening in the tabletop world, they will know about it and they will tell you, so you should go and check it out. You can also subscribe over there, dicebreaker.com/subscribe. Pretty sure that's it. And you get like fun things like discounts on like tickets to like shows like MCM and PAX, I believe. You get a free board game if you subscribe for an annual subscription. That makes sense. All sorts of stuff. But yeah, like thanks, gang. We're getting to affiliate now, probably, and it's big thanks to you. Like it means a lot. I'm gonna stop rambling now and let you go, but thank you so much for watching. Oh, let's get the thing ready, and have a lovely day. Bye.